647, your top stories this morning. Updates breaking overnight. Here's what we can tell you about the heavy rain in Ontario County and the flash floods for Canandaigua. Governor Kathy Hochul has declared a state of emergency, and early this morning we heard nearly 100 homes are affected, and a temporary shelter has been set up at Zion Fellowship Church. That's where Hayden Wentworth is live for us this morning. Hayden.
Brennan, authorities say in Canandaigua over 5 inches of rain fell in just 2 hours, impacting nearly 100 homes. Now, the American Red Cross is now here for disaster relief. The Canandaigua School District has set up a shelter here at Zion Fellowship Church. The water has been receding over the last few hours, but this is the scene from last night. Streets and yards were flooded across the county. Besides road closures and homes and basements flooding, agriculture in parts of Ontario County took a hit with fields being submerged. Farmers worry their crops may be ruined, and it's being described as once-in-a-millennia storm.
5 inches in 24 hours is what our stormwater management person says is a 100-year storm. And this was in 2 hours, so he referred to this as a 1,000-year storm.
And if you're driving this morning, experts say there's a possibility of debris being in the road, so be careful. We're told that thankfully there have been no deaths reported from this flooding. The county is expected to hold a brief this morning at 11 where leaders will update everyone on the aftermath of the storm. Reporting from Ontario County, Hayden Wentworth, News 8.
Hayden, thank you. And of course, we'll have updates during our cut-ins throughout CBS Mornings. And again, once we get that storm briefing, check out live updates on rochesterfirst.com. Let's talk a little bit more about this rain with meteorologist James Gilbert. James, it came all at once, but not for everyone. It was so hyper-local here.
Yeah, and it was really in the city.
Yeah.
Right in the city of Canandaigua. We're not talking about the outskirts or anything like that. And you zoom all the way in. If you've made that drive, you take either the Thruway or maybe 96. You go down Route 332 into Canandaigua, right on the northern tip of the lake there. And on the west side, that's where that 5 to 5.5 inches was measured. At the airport right there in that spot. You've got Route 20 there, Route 30, a lot of local businesses, a lot of homes there that did get damaged, flooded basements as well. But you go over to Farmington or even Victor area, barely a drop of rain. Amazing to see the difference between just a few miles here and there. Skycast for today, numbers getting into the upper 70s to around 80. We'll go partly to mostly cloudy. There will be some sun that pops up. Not as warm today as we will be tomorrow. Numbers really skyrocket Tuesday. We'll take a look at the 8-day forecast at the end of the show. Brennan?
All right, James, see you in a few minutes. Sunrise traffic here, 10 minutes to go until 7 o'clock. In terms of accidents, detours, we're okay around the city, and the expressways 390, 490, 590. The live view from the west side with the train passing by there. Canandaigua, though, if you're right around there dealing with the flooding, keep in mind some water still covering the roads. Could be trees down as well, debris covering that, so turn around if you come across that. In other headlines, a stolen car involved in a crash on the northwest side of the city. Police are still searching for the suspect responsible after this accident on Freeland Street left one person in the hospital. The driver of a stolen SUV ran through a stop sign, crashing into a sedan, and there's the damage. This was yesterday afternoon around 3. The sedan driver is the person who went to the hospital with minor injuries. The driver in that stolen car took off. Witnesses to the crash say they saw the same car driving recklessly just earlier.
Oh, it was driving like a lunatic. I think he ran the stop sign doing about 50 down the street and took a sharp left, and then you could hear the tire screeching, and then you could hear him hauling down Avery. Just kids playing, you know, especially during summertime, school is out, you know. People gotta be mindful, you know, kids are out. Don't be speeding down here.
Again, at this time, no arrests have been made for that crash. Another accident with a stolen car over the weekend sent another woman to the hospital. This was around 7 last night downtown at Samuel McCree Way with the intersection with Epworth Street. The stolen Kia ran into another vehicle before slamming into a power pole. The passenger in that other vehicle struck a 22-year-old woman, has minor injuries. Hundreds of pets in our region are looking for their forever homes, and if you're looking to adopt for the family, this week is the perfect time. Clear the Shelters Week started yesterday. During this time, the city shelter on Verona Street and Lollipop Farm are taking part to waive adoption fees at the shelters for cats and dogs through Saturday. All of this is meant to ease the strain on shelters, which remain almost at max capacity.
Summer is always a busy time for us no matter what. We get a lot more animals in. There's a lot of cats out there having babies. And we just so happen to have taken in almost 200 cats from a single household. So that kind of hit us all at once. So we need to get some animals adopted because our cages are very full.
The only pets not included in this event at Lollipop, large birds, reptiles, and farm animals at the city shelter. They're urging people, if you're interested, plan ahead of time. Bring the collar, leash, or pet carrier with you so you can safely take your new dog or cat home. As the heat of summer continues, of course, very important to keep an eye on your energy bills so you're not overusing your AC system and driving up the cost to cool your house. Compared to winter, RG&E notes demand for its services are higher during the summer. The good news, there are ways to reduce your costs. The company suggests keeping your blinds shut during the day and shading your HVAC unit. The goal with that, of course, to keep the hot sun out of your home and the cool air in. A company rep also offered this.
Each degree above 75 that you can stand it with your air conditioning setting saves you 3% of the energy used to cool your home. So the savings are exponential. Of
course, keeping your AC going or electric fans running all day, that will add up before you get your monthly bill. From classics to one-of-a-kinds, the Grubbing Gears Car Show had something for everyone, all for a great cause. That was at Garber Collision on West Henrietta Road, raising money for the Rochester-based group, the Dream Factory. The volunteer organization fulfills wishes for children with chronic or critical illnesses. This happens every year, featuring so many activities meant to bring this community together.
Inside we have trophies, we have 50-50 raffles, grand prize raffles, so all kinds of fun stuff.
I think we're up to 75 cars and they just keep coming in, yeah. So I think it's getting pretty big here already.
Organizers from the Dream Factory say they have already fulfilled 17 dreams this year and 11 more children whose dreams they are waiting to come true. Happening today, hundreds of cyclists from 40 different states are stopping by Fairport as part of the annual Cycle the Erie Canal Tour. The cyclists will be covering anywhere from 40 to 60 miles a day along the Canalway Trail. That tour is put on by Parks and Trails New York. For a full look at the route they're doing, to see if you may get a glimpse of the riders passing through, if you have some time midday, check out this article at rochesterfirst.com. The Rochester Red Wings Intentional Walk fundraiser is done, and what a success it was. This benefits the Boys and Girls Clubs of Rochester and Geneva, along with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Rochester. Over the last week, they raised more than $10,000. Runners and walkers from everywhere reached a record-setting total of 521 miles over the course of 6 days during that homestand. The Wings GM Dan Mason told us what his biggest takeaway will be.
The best part is going to be handing over those checks to Boys and Girls Club of Geneva, Boys and Girls Clubs of Rochester, and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Rochester. That's the best part. You know, as a staff, it's a great team building exercise for us, and it's also, you know, we try to be woven into the fabric of this community, and it's a way for our fans to engage with us in this great cause.
Brett Sabreski there, who did 8 States from Mass, helped out. So did some of our own sports reporter Carl Jones Thursday on that 90+ degree day, and sports director Thad Brown as well. They wanted 500 miles. They got just above that, and they had some. I know it was hot for a bit, but good weather for that long homestand.
Yeah, no, that was great to see. So many great events that happened, and they get about a week off.
Yes.
Where they play in some other spots, and then they'll be back into Rochester. Although today'd be a pretty decent day for baseball. Yeah. Maybe got some little leagues going on this evening. Numbers hanging out in the 70s and upper 70s and low 80s, really. 8-day forecast here. Let's finish with this. Tomorrow, the warmest day of the week. Upper 80s there. And then we'll keep an eye on storms by Thursday and Friday.
No 90. How about that? All right. Thank you, James. Thanks for watching us here this Monday at Sunrise. CBS Mornings up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.